But we begin with basketball. TNT's Kenny the Jet Smith will join us this hour to discuss what was a busy news day in the National Basketball Association, which obviously centered around the trade deadline.
Raptor fans, it was quiet. No deals for the reigning world champions. What they have, they hold. Currently sitting second in the Eastern Conference, having won 12 straight games. You give me a look, McAuliffe. What's with the look you're giving me?
Just get to your Bobby Webster stuff. It's not quiet.
I'm just giving you the news, man.
Quiet.
You know me. It's all about the news, nothing else. Latest win coming last night. How about erasing a 19-point deficit against Indiana?
How about 10 points with about 2.5 minutes left in the game?
What was the win probability with like 2 minutes?
2%.
2%. A milk probability. So barring any signings of players who've been bought out between now and March 1st, this is the crew Toronto will take into the postseason. Earlier today, the aforementioned Bobby Webster, GM of the Raptors, spoke with his mouth.
You know, it was an interesting year. There was the asking price for some of the guys out there was high. And so I think, you know, like anything in a trade, you have to have both sides agree, and I think maybe the asking price this year was higher than normal, or maybe higher for a different group of players. We're sitting second in the East, which I think, you know, we're all happy with. I think the good part is we feel like we continue to grow. We haven't been healthy all year, so I think where we are now, we'd all take, with some improvement.
All right, it sounds like crickets, right? We got crickets. It sounds like nothing was done, but the Toronto Raptors, Sid Cicero, Canada, I present to you, won the NBA trade deadline. Both Shams Charania and Adrian Wojnarowski lit up Twitter with reports earlier today that were met with much rejoicing among Raptor fans. That report, the Knicks are going to make a deal to make Leon Rose, an agent with CAA, the head of basketball operations. Raptors win the deadline. I repeat.
Raptors win the deadline.
Leon Rose, CAA, nearing a deal with the New York Knicks to become their head of basketball operations. The reports from Woj and from Mark Stein suggesting that Masai Ujiri was the ultimate target of the New York Knicks rendered meaningless as James Dolan's not-so-Midas touch ends up falling short.
I like it. I like it because he's not a tall person, both in stature and character.
So we can wrap this up, tie a bow on it. It's over, right?
Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. 3 things.
3 of them.
1, you just can't wave your hand like you're displaying a car and The Price is Right.
Oh, I did.
And proclaim something to be so.
I did
That's not how this works.
Why not?
You can't just go like this and reality happens. That is not a real move. Secondly, Leon Rose is now the president of the New York Knicks, according to Adrian Wojnarowski.
I thought so earlier today.
All right. I have a statement from the Hobbit in question, James Dolan. Owner of the Knicks sent out a very brief statement seconds ago.
What?
Have you seen this?
No.
Said James Dolan, quote, "We are actively looking for a new president of the New York Knicks and hope to conclude the search as quickly as possible. I am not selling.
What?
But I am determined to find the right leader for the Knicks who will ensure the long-term success of the team, just as we did with the hiring of Rangers president John Davidson."
So this means Leon Rose isn't?
It means a few things. 1, they don't have a president of basketball operations right now. It's not Leon Kiss from a Rose. It's not officially him yet. Somehow John Davidson was dragged into this discussion. Leave John Davidson out of this.
Hey,
he's got his own problems.
Shams and Woj don't go to this. It will be. It's just that James Dolan wanted to put in some sort of release that he's not selling the team. You buried the lead there. Shams and Woj say it. It happens, Cicero.
I believe James Dolan more than Shams and Woj in this moment.
Come on.
I don't care whether it benefits my own personal opinion. The owner/idiot of the New York Knicks has just released a statement saying he does not have a president of basketball operations at this moment. It is not Leon Rose. He cannot confirm anything. I am hanging my hat on that. But oh no, Raptors Twitter earlier today, backflips, having a party. Just it's a buffet of happiness because the drama of the last 48 hours was ill-placed. Masai's not going anywhere. I knew Masai wasn't going to the Knicks. They hired a guy I've never heard of.
There was some spiking of the football, yes.
Some spiking of the football? Mm-hmm. They were the Texans up 24-0 in Kansas City.
What, you're suggesting that they end up losing this game while spiking the football?
Maybe.
What?
Here's my point that I'd really like to emphasize in this moment. We have a statement from the Knicks idiot owner. Mm-hmm. We have good reporting from fantastic reporters.
Okay, I know this is going to ruin your idea of what you're about to do, but I really want to point out that he just buried in the middle of it, he's not selling the team.
But I knew he wasn't selling. Did you think he was selling the team? I knew he wasn't selling the team. Did you think he was selling the team? Let's not give him credit for obvious-ish.
No, but he's telling the fans that were chanting, sell the team, I'm not selling the team.
Well, if trying to bury that lead is in the second sentence, he needs to take a class on burying something.
No,
because that's not burying anything. That's in the second sentence of his ill-written statement.
There's only 3 sentences in there, and it's in the second sentence.
Correct.
So that is literally
so he tries to sandwich it.
Yes.
It's the sandwich technique is what you're saying. So, there you go. Maybe you're onto something, McAuliffe. Here's my main point.
Okay.
Here's my main point.
All right.
Let's say Leon Rose, former agent to the Stars in the NBA, is now going to be the president. Let's say that's real.
Which Woj and Shams suggested might be happening, that they were looking at someone in the agent line of business, just like they did in Golden State and just like they did in Los Angeles.
Let's say that's true.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
Raptor fans, I'll give you that. It is irrelevant to your fears. You need to check yourself a little bit as to what the real fear is. It's not the Knicks. That's not the issue. The issue is MLSC not offering this man a massive extension after last summer. And the fact that that still hasn't happened, based on the reporting from Michael Grange, the fact that he still could leave after next season. Hell, according to Mike, he could leave after this season because apparently he has an out. So I don't care who the Knicks get as a president. I don't care who else is president for any team in this league. Until this man is signed long-term, not a single Raptor fan should sleep easy. And the elation that I saw on the internet today was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Until you lock him up, don't celebrate a damn thing, is my point. And there was a level of ignorance to it that disappointed me greatly. This is not a Knicks story. People, you're not looking at this properly. It's a why the hell is he not locked up story. That's the story. So don't let the bright lights of The Hobbit on Broadway distract you. Mm-hmm. Where is he going to be after this season, and where is he going to be after next season? Because as of right now, odds are he's probably not going to be in Toronto. And nothing today, either in a report or in reality from James Dolan, changed that.
Oh.
So keep your damn eyes on the prize. Stay paranoid, because he's still not locked up. And until he is, shut up.
There were 2 levels of fans that I witnessed on Twitter after I tweeted something surrounding the report from Woj and Shams. One was spiking the football, but it wasn't all of them. Marco, this is after my tweet yesterday. Okay, can we get the Masai extension announcement? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Those are 3 question marks, Cicero.
I hear you, Marco.
The separation of the 2 stories for me is very important because 1, I kind of sort of agree with you, and 2 seconds ago, I was kind of sort of spiking the football as well. The Knicks job is gone. All of the money that James Dolan could have thrown at Masai Ujiri is gone. But I go back to the same thing that I said yesterday and the same thing that I will say for the near future when it comes to Masai Ujiri. Do you really think that the Toronto Raptors president of basketball operations is the last job Masai Ujiri has?
Absolutely not.
The answer is absolutely not from everybody in the know. So stop spiking the football, Raptor fans, and hope that you can get 4 more years out of this guy, or at least get an extension that you keep him around. Otherwise, Sixero's right. There is going to be the next person to come along and look for someone, I don't know, who's really intelligent, charismatic, and can pull off things that he can pull off. Never mind in basketball, maybe beyond basketball. Maybe in the league office, maybe in Africa, maybe in his native Nigeria. There will be a bunch of opportunities for this guy, and that's why anyone who knows anything about basketball and has seen what he has built here is screaming right now, okay, Nick's job's gone. What about the extension?
Before we started the show, one of our producers is telling us Masai Ujiri is about to go on a trip with the Prime Minister to Africa. And it involves getting a seat back on the UN Security Council. This is kind of important stuff, man. Is this a window into the future? Maybe.
Apparently they leave tonight.
They leave tonight?
Masai Ujiri, Prime Minister of Canada, leaving tonight.
And you're doing cartwheels over the Knicks, locking up a position. You should also be worried about Earth, because Masai Ujiri is a phenomenal person who can help anyone in anything he damn well chooses. So again, the celebration, tone it down, because he's probably taking Bobby Webster with him.
Okay, well now that's because that was going to be my follow-up here. Was a lot of that was
I didn't mean to step on
no,
him.
but a lot of the reason why people were really worried was, well, the reports suggest that he might take Bobby Webster to New York.
Why not?
So if Masai Ujiri is getting a job with Justin Trudeau or Barack Obama or anyone else looking to expand their horizons with a man as confident and as eloquent as Masai Ujiri, then I don't think Bobby Webster's going. Like, I think he'll remain the GM of the Toronto Raptors.
One would hope. I know we're jumping some hurdles here on that story, but
Right.
One would hope.